Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Denise Williams. I am a counselor, a financial coach, a debt strategist, and I am joined by income strategist, passive income strategist, motivational speaker, Miss Bridget Buckner. How are you?
I am doing great. Thanks for having me, Miss Denise.
Thank
Hello,
you for
everybody.
being on. Listen, we are here talking about how to profit from reducing your debt in the next 30 days. Now, for those of you who know that, you've been in the financially focused and credit repair and Caribbean Credit Repair Association universe, we are all about giving you the strategies to clear your debt. We know that so many people are struggling. We know that so many people don't have a clue. Yesterday I talked to a client who basically, out of her one salary, has six loans coming out of it. Okay. And why does that happen? Well, the truth is, at the end of the day, organization is key. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. Now, before we even get organized, before I help my clients, one of the things that matters is your credit report. Okay? You're entitled to 3 free credit reports from the credit bureaus. Okay? And you're going to get it because it's free. You're going to get a copy and you are going to make sure it says what it's supposed to say. Your name is spelled correctly. There are no errors. You're not overpaying or paying for any mistakes that the financial institution has made. In addition to that, when we have a copy of your credit report, we can do a review. A lot of people have missed out on home ownership opportunities. They've missed out on many other opportunities because they don't know what's in their credit report and they believe their credit is so bad, there's no point. Okay? We don't want that. You with me, Miss Bridget?
I am with you indeed.
Okay, so if we are about financial freedom, information about yourself, and you get a free report once a year. So a free report is the key. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things I have learned in my coaching career is that it's not just about having cash. It's not just about having assets. How many people do you know who have bought a house, but they haven't taken care of their credit? So they can't buy another house.
Oh,
They
no.
can't buy a car. They can do nothing, right? And so in this space, you are almost stuck. If you are credit invisible, you are stuck. Okay, you're not going
Did
any
you did you just say credit invisible?
credit invisible
What
because
in the world is that? No, there's no you nobody. You have no credit visibility. You have no credit status. You have no credit credibility. Is that what that means?
okay, so credit invisibility takes different forms.
Ah,
Have you ever noticed that some things you notice and some things right beside you've never noticed for years? There's a road in your community you've never noticed for years. There's a street in your community you've never noticed for years.
Denise, you still
And
there?
so in this space,
Denise, I think you went on mute. Or is it me? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if our host dropped off for just a moment, but she was about to explain what credit invisibility is about, talking about accessing your credit report. Even on the income side, that this is so important. Even if you learn how to increase your income, you don't get wealthy or financially free if you are burdened with debt. And I really love what Mrs. Denise Williams is doing with I think she's having internet trouble. She should probably get back on soon. So I personally love what Denise has been doing through these coaching sessions. I think it's very powerful to be able to help people, Jamaicans and even other people in the Caribbean, become aware of the
Uh-oh.
and
Hi, thanks for that. My internet went.
Yeah, I was just carrying on the conversation about
Thank
credit,
you.
the
Yeah, we're
importance
talking
of that.
about credit invisibility. Okay,
Yes.
so what I was saying is that your credit is how the banks track your repayment behavior. Okay. And if there is no tracking of your credit behavior because either you've never taken out a loan or you have never updated your credit situation, so you are locked out of getting loans. You are locked out of a mortgage. I give an example. I have a client who had been saving 2.5 million, and we're using Jamaican dollars, and because a certain building society had a special 3% deposit. Do you know the value of the house my client was able to buy with a $2.5 million deposit because her credit report was up to date? She was allowed to buy a $40 million house with
Wow.
2.5 million Jamaican dollars. Okay? Two things happened. The building society said you only need a 3% deposit. Okay? The second thing they said, you need to have good credit. My client, who was not credit invisible, simply just printed off her 3 credit reports and took it and said, here, Mr. Banker, I am up to date. Okay? Credit invisibility carries a high price. You cannot get into the opportunities that are out there in the marketplace. So I just want you to understand what is happening right now. Okay. And so, there's a lot of debt relief questions that we ask when you come into the counseling. We ask, how much do you owe altogether? How much do you owe in individual debtors? What type of debt? The minimum payment for each debt and your interest rate for each debt. This is really important information. We offer bankruptcy counseling, home ownership and loan modification counseling, student loan counseling services. So many people borrow because they know education is the way forward. Basically, your first degree is like entry level right now, okay? But if you could borrow with a strategy, that would make such difference in your life, okay? So we offer those counseling services. Okay. Also, small business owner financial counseling. A lot of people are small business owners. They are in it by themselves and they don't really have support. So we offer that kind of coaching because a lot of people borrow to get into debt. Yeah, borrow to get into business, and so the debt isn't strategic. Also,
Denise, is there such a thing as good debt and bad debt, though?
Absolutely. Okay, so good debt is really debt that will leverage you up.
Okay.
All right. So even if you were to take a microfinance loan, that is, you think, oh my gosh, the interest rate is so high, this is terrible. But what if you were able to buy it and then double in terms of your profit, and then take that money, pay back the high interest rate loan, and still have profits? That now becomes smart debt. What I want to say to people, the majority of persons who are in debt challenges, who need credit repair, they didn't borrow to leverage their life up. They didn't borrow to go to the next level. Okay? They borrowed to get out of a consumer issue. So they borrowed because school fee is due. They borrowed because they had a repair on their vehicle. So life happened basically. They didn't have enough money, okay, and so they borrowed. Of course, if you stay tuned to Financially Focused over on that channel, you're gonna see Miss Bridget and myself in the next video talking about what you're gonna do about your income. But in this, we're talking about debt. And so life happens, there's not enough money, almost anything can become bad debt. Because if you have a mortgage, which is normally good debt, but what you borrowed is almost equal to what the house is worth, then you're not in profit. Okay? So if you're struggling to make a budget and you're struggling to see the plan, there's help, okay? There's serious, serious help. So if you are trapped in a cycle of debt, we have a free, did I say free, debt elimination course to help you, okay? So of course, you know my background, and I've said this many times, this is my baby, this is my why, okay? This is why I do. I had medical debt. I was drowning in medical debt. And this is really my motivation to help other people. Right now, we're in a space of rising costs, rising interest rates, lower disposable income due to debt. And you've got to ask, where is your support system? Okay? Where is the support to eliminate your debt in half the time? And where is the support to create financial freedom? Okay? If you have no support, and if you have no plan, I am suggesting you end up all in the same place. So I have a client whose salary is 250,000 Jamaican dollars a month, but he actually takes home 8,000 Jamaican dollars. Why is that? Well, it's because he's trying to help everybody in his family. He is, as he said to me last night, when you try to help everybody, but the people you're helping cannot turn around and help you, then you are in trouble, okay? Because their wants never cease.
Whoa, true.
Yeah, that's the challenge, Even the Bible talks about a fig tree that bears no fruit. So, I mean, it may be harsh, it may sound terrible, but if you're not in a position where you're in a community of people who support you and it's reciprocal, this is what's going to happen. Your salary is not going to be enough. You're going to borrow to help. And then see, you take home not even 10% of what you work for. Another client, her pension came. The pension's about 4 million Jamaican dollars. It was exactly the amount of debt she owed. She said she did not want to be, she's already 65, and she didn't want to stay the rest of her life in debt. So as soon as she got her pension payout from the company, she just paid out her loan. You know what happened though? There was no income coming in.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, when we make decisions without the benefit of a support system, without tracking how we spend money, we don't know how to grow, and we don't know the right questions to ask. And we don't have a benchmark to say, well, if I do this, that's going to be the result. So that is why I am very, very, very excited to really share what I think is going to change your mindset if you're willing to do the work. Because, the question is, how do you feel about your money? A lot of people, if they are angry, then they're not tracking their money. Okay. They are not, doing what needs to be done to grow their money. So they're insecure, concerned, stressed, filled with anxiety, fear, and other. And usually you don't make good decisions in heavy emotions. So the question is, who do you turn to for building income? Well, first we got to clean up your debt, and then we build your income. So if you're getting advice from the friend, the family member, the co-worker, the banker, the financial coach and mentor, you're going to have a different result. We are here to support you. As a credit repair services client, we have a bonus 30-day debt elimination course. Okay. This debt elimination course is in partnership with Wisefy. Every day you'll receive content, and this is every day for 30 days. You'll receive content, daily money tip, and a daily money task. If you follow this for 30 days and you do the task, you're going to discover a lot about yourself. When you reach out to me, direct message or send me an email, you'll get this. This is the sign up on how to sign up for the free 30-day debt freedom course. Okay? So this has been very, a lot of my clients are really enjoying the support. Okay? So I wanted to just dive into day 1 and day 2 of the course so you can see what you're getting. All right. So as you can see, all my lessons have been completed. I've done the work.
So, good girl.
Thank you. All right. So let's look at day 1. So day 1, some days you'll get a video, and some days it'll just, be something for you to read and take action. So this is day 1, and you will get a video here. And we really want to, it's going to tell you about the structure of the course. And, we want you to complete a financial task every day. All right. And so you're going to develop the skills and the habits. Now, again, jumping over to the Financially Focused channel, you'll see a lot of income strategies. Ladies and gentlemen, if you take the next 30 days and follow the instructions in this course, it will open your eyes so that when you hear me and Miss Bridget talk about building your income, you will be, I think, 10 times more motivated to want to build your income. Okay? So, one of the things we're going to ask you in this 30-day course is to create a daily calendar, so that you've booked the time. And of course, send a thank you message to the person who referred you. So yes, send me a message, tell me thank you. I want you to find an accountability partner. Miss Bridget is my accountability partner. So thank you, Miss Bridget. And we also want you to create a list of your supporters. So even if you're doing income building or debt elimination, who is your accountability partner and who supports you? Who wants to see you do better? I think that's one of the most important things that for me, I have, ever experienced. Because as soon as I dropped the people out of my life that wasn't helping me, that didn't speak my language, that didn't help me to grow, right? Boom. There's a lot of changes in my positive changes. Okay, so now we're going to go to day 2. Here is day 2. We want you to discover the truth about your debt. Okay? This is day 2 is truth time. Why are you in debt? That's truth, right? So here's some suggestions. I couldn't afford to pay for unexpected expenses, so I took on debt. I needed to pay for college, so I took on loans. I enjoy buying things on my credit card. You know, some people feel very powerful pulling out the card and say, charge it. Maybe, you know, you're stuck in a lifestyle above your current income level, or maybe you're married, your spouse is someone who loves to spend money on the credit card. So you're playing catch up with your spouse. So we want to face the truth. You know, there's shame, there's embarrassment, uncertainty, worry, defeat, frustration, regret on your debt. We want you to be truthful. So I have just given you a teaser into what it looks like. Okay. And you know, having worked with a number of clients, there's a challenge that we found the number one challenge comes up over and over again. All right. And that number one challenge is lack of mentorship to help with tracking your money for 30 days. You have no idea where money is being wasted. So what happens is that at the end of the 30 days, you will end up with a 4-step plan that will give you debt relief, freedom, and accomplishment. It is so empowering to get through the 30 days. Okay. So 30 days, you know, and then it's not going to take a lot of time. These videos are really short, 7 minutes, you know, and the like. And so 30 days for 30 minutes could just lead you out of debt. All right. Breaking the cycle of debt. You know, as a coach, I advocate a 36-month plan to increase family cash flow. And so we want you to eliminate debt in half the time. And so if you are trapped in a cycle of debt, we want you to do the 30-day course. Notice that we are helping you. We have paid services, of course, right? But we're giving you the opportunity to join the 30-day course for free, okay? And this may open the door to so many of your challenges so that you can feel empowered. So I am ready to work with you, okay? Ready to work with you. And we want you to know support is there. So Miss Bridge, thank you so much for being company for me on this video. I know in this conversation, I mean, your specialty is income building. I know that. But yes, thank you for being with us on the debt side.
Well, you know, Denise, this is a very important side, and I learn more every time. Today, I learned a new word. Credit invisibility is a bad thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think a lot of people understand. I think you're doing a really great service to our community, and anyone listening on this channel really need to listen with a pen and paper, because I wrote down that word, credit invisibility, and I have a big asterisk: avoid credit invisibility.
No, listen, I'm telling you, I see it. And you know, let me tell you how, again, a more practical example of credit invisibility. You borrow to get a house, and the monthly payments take up all your salary. You don't have any other income, so there's no way for you to show the bank that you're worthy of credit again for that second house. That is a form of credit invisibility. So it really hurts.
It does.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Bridget. And I just want anybody who has, you know, any questions, give me a call, reach out, and I am here to work with you. Bye, everyone. I'm Denise Williams, your financial coach, and I was joined by Miss Bridget Buckner.